go for? I mean, what's it? Let's say Premier League. United, you're saying. Big Devil. What about A-League? Shocking. They lost against Central.
Yeah, this is
It was unfair call from referee.
Did you want it or?
How long's the rain gonna be? Oh, I'll take it for now. they start walking in, I'll just see
Just give me a heads up.
Yeah.
With a new bypass, 15 minutes to Hume Highway. We can get into turn it to go to Picton, and it's 3 minutes from Camden, 15 minutes from Campbelltown, and 7 minutes from the freeway. Yeah. Well, stadium size. The eventual plan is to build our own stadium on the site. We've got 100 acres there. No, but we'll do a real stadium. No. Look, sorry. They will build it. Oh, yeah. We're going to G him up, man. So they'll be first team. The way we've designed it, they're actually Midfield's about 8 metres bigger than the standard field, and the reason we've done it that way is sort of like two fields at that field, that field, so you can move it. Other cities do it what they've done on this, and then move rotation, and that'll be a single there, and we'll just build that site there as well. So this is
It's good to have like an early game. It's not 5 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock.
Like 5:30.
Yeah. I mean, it's cold like during that time, it's dark and I feel like Sunday for some reason. Alright, when you're ready.
hoping we can announce that by September.
Hello and welcome from a very cold and rainy Jensen Park. It is round 21 action here at the Football New South Wales League 1 men's competition. It is match of the round, and it is a match that will have plenty of implications in the race for promotion in 2024. It's the host, the Bankstown City Lions, hosting the Inform Bulls FC Academy. Here in a moved earlier kickoff here on the Saturday afternoon, one that would probably suit the Bulls. They do love a Saturday 3 p.m. kickoff, but the conditions probably don't suit either team. Very cold, just hitting around 14 degrees here in Bankstown. Bit of rain coming in late. Very windy, very tricky conditions for both sets of teams to play out. A few changes in both sets of lineups from two teams that had pretty good weekends last time out in round 20. Obviously both teams with a game to play due to the wild weather we've been having over the last month. But let's get straight into the lineups before kickoff starts here at Jensen Park. And the hosts, off the bat, first change their starting lineup. Number 3, Shun Maita. Number 4, Nikola Jordovic. Number 6, Chris Payne. Big week for him. Alongside number 7, Jeffrey Issa. Number 9, Jonathan Grozdanovsky. Number 11, Reet De Silva. Number 13, James McKenzie. Number 18, Dimitri Kostopoulos. Number 19, Luke Akuda. Number 20, Jackson Yanet. And number 47, coming off the bench and into the starting lineup to round out the starting lineup for Sash Turovsky, it's Toby Dance. And on the bench, changing keeper to start with, Steven Savasic on the bench alongside the returning Devante Kut. Daniel Barka-Danakoski in the number 12 shirts alongside number 16 Jacob Hewitt. And number 39 Andrei Polisic. He's joined by number 41 Vlado Supot. And that is the lineup for the hosts. The Bankstown City Lions currently sitting in 4th place. Obviously with that game to play, this could be crucial in terms of chasing that team right there. The Bulls FC Academy is we're underway here. Coaches making their way through respective dugouts. Sash Turovsky to the right where his side goes from right to left with an early ball from Maita trying to find Chris Payne, but that'll be a pretty easy stoppage there to start with for Franklin Yarn to get his first touch of the game, the goalkeeper, the young goalkeeper for the Bulls FC Academy. Now let's get to their starting lineup. Obviously one big exclusion for them, their informed goal scorer Mason Wells, not in the lineup today, and their lineup is as follows. Number 1, goalkeeper Franklin Yarn. Number 2, Danish Awaz. Number 5, Lachlan McDonald. Number 7, Adrian Kinez. Number 8, Oliver Randazzo. Number 10, Flynn Madden is joined by number 12, Ante Vojvodic. Number 14, Trelawney Brown. Number 15, Gildas Gomwakiza. And number 17, Dean Bosniak. And the final member of the starting 11 for Craig Noon is Will Mackay. And the bench, plenty of NPL experience for Craig Noon to go for if he wishes to. Starting off, number 4, Michael Machevsky. Number 13, Hassan Kambarovic. Number 16, Michael Krislovic. Number 20, Luka Pekara. Number 21, Lucas Stajovski. And number 30, Dov Badon. As the rain's starting to come down a bit harder here, and as Kinez went to ground, referee's going to play advantage for the time being. And the Bulls looking to break away for the first real chance of the game here. So Brown and Vojvodic making up the centre-back pairing today for the Bulls. A pretty informed Bulls side. They've been scoring goals for fun lately. They're looking pretty aggressive to start, and it's one thing this competition, specifically this one, the League One men's competition, brings up is with these academy sides like the Bulls and Central Coast and the Wanderers of the like that have come through it, is these academy sides are not afraid to go against the much more experienced and aggressive opponents as they have today against the Bankstown City Lions, who force an early error here. It's going to be Maeda to take the throw. To the back, it's Grozdanovsky. Dance. One half of the centre-back pairing for the Bankstown City Lions. Taking that away, Jordovic. Now a good chance if they can work it into the middle. Grozdanovsky's there. Header from the big man. It's almost in, and an incredible save from Yarn. The first real chance of the game. And Bankstown City firing the first shot. Very nearly could have been the opener. What a start to this game. Just when it looked like the Bulls were... Nicola Posda on the sideline giving me some advice. Appreciate that as always. But very, very close chance there for the Bankstown City Lions. Grozdanovsky, you could almost see it as soon as the ball went in. He was lining it up. He knew where that was coming. And exceptional save from Yarn, who's got plenty of red and black shirts around him now. Cross goes straight on target. It's a strong punch away. Doesn't go that far though, and Bankstown with another chance here. It's a deflected shot away from Dance, and Yarn has to do well to keep it in, but the referee says it's out for a corner, and that's going to be 2 in a row for Bankstown City. Chris Payne wasting no time trying to get to that, but Maeda telling him, just calm down a little bit. We got all the time in the world to take this on. Plenty of aerial options there as well. We got Jordovic and McKenzie lurking. Grozdanovsky, obviously the man, almost scored moments ago. Maeda's cross. Low driven at the front stick, hit Grozdanovsky, skimmed across the top of his head there. And some decent work having to be put in there by Brown to keep it in, and he's done well to keep Bulls possession there. Give his side a throw. Long throw intercepted. Early Grozdanovsky's up for it, as was Chris Payne. There's going to be another throw for the Bulls there. It was Reet De Silva on the right side, covering Jeffrey Issa, who loved to get up forward in attack this year. And obviously a special shout out to Chris Payne, one of the more experienced campaigners, not only in this league, but across the whole NPL New South Wales competition, across all our men's and women's leagues. He's announced that this year is going to be his final year. Had a storied career, obviously joined over the off-season. And speak of the devil, there he is, getting caught offside there. Joined from Sydney United at the end of last year after a pretty successful season. Scored plenty of goals. The Sydney United side that finished off last season very strong, and a lot of that did have to come down to the striking partnership of Chris Payne and Patrick Anselmi. He announced that on the official Football New South Wales Competitions podcast, the kickoff. And if you're enjoying today's action, be sure to tune in to the kickoff, the official Football New South Wales Competitions podcast covering NPL New South Wales and Football New South Wales leagues. New episode is out now, featuring an in-depth discussion with Siobhan Edwards from the Illawarra Stingrays, Jack O'Brien of Blacktown City, and as we mentioned previously, Chris Payne here from the League One men's competition, Blacktown City Lions. Listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Great listen, and have a little deep dive into the career of Chris Payne. Such a storied career, and the league's going to miss him when he retires next year, but still got 9 more rounds of him to go, plus if the Bankstown City Lions can continue to make their push for a top 2 spot. See, such a tightly contested position at the moment. Now Town Rangers in top spot, but the Bulls lurking as well as Canez headers away, and McDonald looked to get it away as well, but it fell as far as it looked like Issa crossed it in, and Jan, who's had to get through a decent amount of work in these early stages, does well to keep that one out for the Bulls, and obviously big gloves to fill, if you will. Obviously last season with the development of Alex Robinson showed us flashes of one of the best young talents that this competition has seen in a very long time, so not an easy fate. And also considering the strength of competition that the Bulls went up against, it's an even bigger credit to Robinson and the whole defence, really, of the Bulls from last year. Still a few names floating around from last year. If you watched the top flight of NPL New South Wales, you would know a few of those names. McDonald, Canez, obviously Mason Wells, who's not in the lineup today. He's been in spectacular form, and Brown did really, really well to get past. Looked like Payne there, and almost slippery conditions. He fell down to it. Akuda with the interception. Chris Payne looked to go out wide to Maeda. Wasn't meant to be, sorry, De Silva out there on the right. That midfield partnership. I'm going to say not so much a traditional flat 4-4-2, because the wingbacks are getting involved in this action for the Bankstown City Lions, as they have been all season. Dance and the young Toby Dance controlling the midfield for today alongside Kostopoulos. Plays a long ball over the top, and Maita's there, putting Jan under plenty of pressure. He's going to have to get rid of this soon. Brown, his touch is a little bit heavy, but Grozdanovsky can't get there. And the Bulls, as we mentioned the first couple of minutes, they looked really, really strong. This Bankstown City side constricting them to their half and flexing their attacking muscle. Both sides have loved to score goals this year. McDonald, a strong ball through. Looking for the 1-2. Plays the run on the inside, but it's a dummy. Madden could line up the shot if he wants. Madden goes for the cross. The back stick, it's almost out. Looked like it could have gone out for a corner, but this is there to clean up the scraps. Now another chance. Low-driven shot, and that's never really going to be any problem there for Bankstown City. Jackson Yarnett thought about it, but low-driven shot. Didn't cause him too many problems in the end there. This front two, if you will, of Flynn Madden and Gomwikiza. Such a big aerial presence he is, the number 15. Now he's got a chance to show him. Kenez plays it out wide to McDonald. Got Randazzo there for support. Randazzo plays it across, and it's Danish. Awaz. Brown with a risky pass to McDonald, but get away with it for the time being. Randazzo. Great challenge there. McDonald does really well to keep that back, and Chris Payne, he's only got a couple of months left of football at this stage. He's going to give it his all. Such a lethal pairing, him and Grozdanovsky. Good clearance there by Maeda. See the Payne with 11 goals this season, leading the way for Bankstown City. Grozdanovsky with 3, which is a bit surprising, but when you add someone of the caliber of Chris Payne, you probably expect to have a bit of a hit in that department. See Chris Payne, one of a few, I should say, Sydney United 58 X-Packs who made the switch this season. Devante Kloot amongst them as well on the bench today after not being in the matchday squad for last weekend's clash for the Bankstown City Lions. A surprising 3-3 draw against UNSW, who've raised plenty of eyebrows since their promotion to this competition last year, in order securing the automatic promotion from League 2, and I think even that caught many people by surprise. Their longtime coach Gabe Knowles. Good story for them. See coming up and not struggling at all and taking it to the top of this competition. The likes of Bankstown City and the Bulls FC Academy. Gomwikiza was there, first two he intercepted, and looked like it might have come in a bit of damage there. It was Danny Shawaz, the 6 in the 6 role today for the Bulls. He went down with it. Looks a bit ginger, but should be fine. No need for the medical staff to come on here as of yet. Let's have a quick look at the ladder. Obviously the Bulls and Bankstown City playing each other second versus fourth here today. Both teams with a game in hand, and this is, some would call, a relegation 6-pointer. This is a promotion 6-pointer really here. If the Bulls win, they could almost seal Bankstown's fate. In a top 5 finish would be respectable, but they'd obviously love to be in that top 2 at the moment. Randazzo to Awaz, get back to the action. Return to the ladder shortly. Awaz, Madden. Madden's been having his way on this right side with his partner down the right, McDonald. Awaz, low-driven cross. The touch is a little bit too heavy, and good clearance by McKenzie. Chris Payne try to keep it in, and it's going to be a throw the way of the Bulls. Taking their time to get this one back into action. Danny Shawaz leaves it off to McDonald. You see the Bulls, pretty stacked fixture list. They've got Dulwich Hill coming up in a midweek game, and then they'll be first cab off the rank in round 22 as well, with their Saturday 3 o'clock kickoff in 7 days' time. So 3 games in 7 days for the Bulls, and just the unfortunate reality of the harsh weather that we've been having across Sydney this season. Now a chance for the Bulls to counter anyway. They've had a good run at it the last couple of minutes. And as we say that, Bankstown City will look to break away now. Payne out wide. Maeda's got a chance if he wants to go for it. Has a dig, goes across the face, and it was probably a cross in the end, but no real danger for Yarn. And the Bulls get away with one there, and apologies to the supporters either side there, because I think I played a role in that. The commentator's cursing. Full strike. It's a great kick from Nicola Posda on the sideline there, showing off his athletic capabilities there. Straight to Yarn, and Bankstown City need. He could probably do a job on the extended bench. He's got to see that as clearly as we did here on the furthest touchline at Jensen Park. This ground has hosted plenty of marquee matchups over the years with Bankstown City. Their progression up the leagues, obviously, the last couple of years. Plenty of big names have applied their trade in the red and black jersey as well. Bit of a risky pass, and McDonald almost lost it, but inadvertently gave it back to Madden, and just quietly playing it out through the back now, the Bulls. Brown. Got plenty of numbers committed forward, Bankstown City, but again, holding that strong line at the back there, just over the halfway line, so Bulls will have to get crafty to get out of a position like this, and I think that's what's made the Bankstown City Lions so successful this season. Reed De Silva now, he's got pace to burn, and he's going to look to use it. Early cross and deflected away. Not a corner, a throw as deep as you can get for the hosts. Goes Donosky, lurking as he did last time. See what they can deliver up here. Jeffrey Issa with a long throw. Try to pick out Grozdanovsky, but it's going to go straight to Jan, who had to do a little bit of work to keep that one out. And the referee's going to say it went out before he touched it. Goal kick the way of the Bulls FC Academy. Plenty of other action going on this weekend across the League One competition. Obviously a couple of games last night, but at 4:30 we've got the Northern Tigers taking on Dulwich Hill. Bonnyrigg will host Dunbar at 7 o'clock with 3 other fixtures to coincide with that. UNSW also getting out there as well. Harkoa will head off to the Inter Lions at Majors Bay Reserve at 7 o'clock. And MacArthur Rams, will face off in a bit of a local derby against Southern Districts out there in Sydney Southwest. But a great little run there. It's pulled to a halt by now as Mackenzie took him down, and I think it's going to be a yellow for now. Got away with it there. It was a great run. The first real throw of the dice from the Bulls in the last couple of minutes, and a very topsy-turvy start for both sides. Say, looking at it down the middle, Bankstown City started the better, more attacking chances, and very sharp defensively, with the Bulls have done well to hold out the strong attack as well. It's the only one real shot on target so far, and it's gone the way of the hosts. So Randazzo looking over this one. Garnett doing his best to put him off. It's a close range effort. Could be the best so far for the Bulls. What can they conjure up? Early cross in. The header from Brown forces a good save out of Yarnett. Looping header there, and I think everyone, including me, was expecting a shot there, but Brown's header forced a good save in the end there by Yarnett. Hasn't seen much of the field this year. Such a good goalkeeper in Steven Savasic, wearing the number 1 kit this year. You can imagine it'd be a tough decision to make there for Sashtarovsky. Adams pass to Vojvodic. Goes early, and McDonald's made plenty of room. I don't know if he's going to get to this one. He's done well if he can. Slides away, and it's a goal kick for Bankstown City. Three match officials today. Forgot to mention this off the top. Mujtaba Ibrahimi and his 2 assistants, Charbel Gia and Isaac Liu. And 4th official looks to be Nicola Posda. I see joking there, but he's occupying the dugout where he would be today, the 4th official, but giving us plenty of value so far already tonight. Strong challenge there from McDonald, wins it back for the Bulls. Has tried to flick on there, and the captain unsuccessful, but they'll work it back here through Madden. Madden across the back stick. Just went past Bosniak. So the Bulls firing across here, and they've looked good the last couple of minutes here. See the rain playing its part across the other grounds as well. Reports that Fraser Park's been washed out today, and looks like Bonnie Rig won't be playing tonight at 7 o'clock. Their game's going to be washed out, so it's going to create quite a logjam at the back end of the season for all teams involved, especially for the top flight with those 4 teams involved in the Australia Cup. I think that fixture list is going to get very, very congested very soon, and it's this time of season where squad depths are tested and we see players changing clubs. They look to build momentum towards the end here, and you look at two sides like the Bulls FC Academy and Bankstown City, both aiming for a promotion spot. I think how crucial that would be to both sides. See the Bulls relegated last year in the bottom spot in the top tier of NPL here in New South Wales. Had a good go at it, but their coach Zirko Kalac now with Sydney United 58 just never really seemed to go their way, and had their chances, couldn't take it. Ball through to Grozdanovsky. There's plenty of calls for offside there, but good clean up there by Brown and cleared away in the end by Will Mackay. Mackay out to Bosniak and Madden over the top. Back to Bosniak. Calls for handball, not called. Gone with Keza now. Little show and go. Gets it out. Falls to Madden at the edge of the box. One more. Rendazzo. Great save by Yarnett. 4 or 5 Bulls players that could have had a shot there, and teamwork's a dream work. Falls to probably what could have been the best shot of that chance, and it was Oliver Rendazzo. Curling effort. There was a couple players probably at the back stick there that might have cleaned it up, but Jackson Yarnett not taking any chances. It's going to be Flynn Madden, the man who set that chance up with Dean Bosniak. He's going to take this one. Aerially disadvantaged the Bulls in this situation. Madden in the end there. Rendazzo's header's not going to go anywhere near the target, and Payne's there to clean it up. The experienced campaigner. No pun intended there. Makata, the long clearance, and that's a fantastic touch from Maeda. And could have won Bankstown City a corner, and that's the way they're going to go. Third corner of the game for the Lions. And Maeda just giving Okada a little clap for that ball, because it was truly sensational. And an even better touch from Maeda. It's the stuff you dream of, really. Chris Payne not getting in for this one, directing traffic from the edge of the box. Grozdanovsky's in Franklin Yarn's way. Plenty of defenders around him, though. Maeda's ball, it's a good one. Yarn forced to get a strong hand to it, but it's going to work out well. Bosniak looking to spark something quickly here. Awaz tries to get past Issa. Issa gets the better of him there, but it's a throw for the Bulls, and they've gained 20 or 30 metres from that initial corner. The Bankstown City supporters there on the further touchline calling for a foul throw. I didn't think I seen much there, but I can understand the passion and support that this club has. Great supporter base throughout the years here, even through the struggles, and yeah, there's always light at the end of the tunnel, and they're at that end now, the Bankstown City Lions. A couple more results go their way, and a couple more wins string together, and just never know. See, with Harkoa playing into Lions tonight, they get a loss there and a win. Harkoa get no points. Bankstown City win this game. That'll put them within 3 points, and with a game to play, and just never know how crucial that catch-up game is going to be for Bankstown City. But obviously they are chasing the Bulls FC Academy, who are 1 point ahead of Harkoa at the moment, with a game in hand though. Things would stand, they'd be 5 points off Harkoa at the moment, and 6 points off their opponents now, the Bankstown City Lions, with 10 games to play after this one. Now just a chance to restart for Bankstown. Issa. De Silva. Backing himself to go forward and look to play a smart little ball to Grozdanovsky. Great interception by Brown, who's had a fantastic start to this one. Bosniak in a bit more advanced centrally. He's been drifting in from the left all game, and he's had plenty of success at it. Here he is again, Dean Bosniak. Had the run of McDonald, but plays it safe. Daniel Shawaz. Bosniak. That's a great ball. McDonald across the face, a goal. Excellent stop there in the end by McKenzie. Very nearly found the back of the net, but you'd like to say that was a good clearance, whether he'll admit it or not. Great bit of defensive work there from James McKenzie. And again, the Bulls just unfortunately, height disparity not working in their favour today, and wonder if they'll go for something from the training ground or go the direct approach. It's about 40,000 people around Jackson Jarnet at the moment. Madden's cross goes direct on target. It's almost in, headed away. It's McKenzie again. McKenzie's clearance, though, it's only as far as a wall of Bulls players. Vojvodic! Out of nowhere. Venom behind that one. Just a little bit too much underneath it. But another warning strike fired by the Bulls. They've looked great this last 5 to 10 minutes. Jonathan Grozdanowski and Zastrowski just having a chat. Ooh, slight disagreement about how they're seeing the start of this game. It looks like they've made a slight adjustment here. It's Maeda now playing his trade out there on the right, and Reet De Silva, who had a really good start to the game on the right side of the park, has gone out to the left now. Pass is a little bit too heavy. Bosniak can't get to that one. Can be a throw in possession back the way of Bankstown City Lions. Plenty of more action across Sydney tonight, and obviously thank you for joining us here on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel for the earliest of the kickoffs today, and plenty of action across the weekend, but especially today. Unfortunately, a washout between Sydney Olympic and RPL Leichhardt. Traditional rivalry there. We'll have to wait a couple more weeks to see that one, but 3 other games kicking off at 7 o'clock tonight. We've got Hills United taking on the Wollongong Wolves at the London Stadium. Marconi taking on the Sutherland Sharks after their 9-0 dismantling of the league leaders Rockdale Linden, and St George City taking on the Northwest Sydney Spirit at Penshurst Park. That's at 7:15. So plenty of action for you to choose from on Football New South Wales YouTube page on the live stream tonight. Issa not taking any chances there with an early clearance, and could work out well for him here. Grozdanowski pressing off the ball. Early pass, and it's great work there by Rendazzo. Awaz keeps it alive. It's only as far as Issa though, and back and forth, couple of possessions here, and it's going to be a foul the way of Bankstown City. Possession is coughed up there by Awaz, and he's given away a foul that's a double hit to a player's confidence there. Bankstown City with the 8 goal scorers this year, obviously Payne and Garang, 21 of their 35 goals, and I mean, just such an improved side they are, Bankstown City Lions, from where they were last year. Obviously made plenty of adjustments in the off-season in all departments, especially the playing squad, and look at last year, they finished 10th. Possession coughed up, we'll get back to that in a second. Maeda try to play it over the top. Chris Payne with a little juggle, but he was offside. Another warning strike from the Bankstown City Lions. Last year, finished 10th with 35 points, and they've already beat their points total from the entirety of last season, and they're only 5 goals away from beating their goals total from last year. Such is the improvement that this side has had. Maeda, easy ball. Grozdanowski's got the opener. And they strike just like that. The Bankstown City Lions are ahead. Grozdanovsky doesn't miss chances like that. It was an even better ball in. And the experienced outfit that is the Bankstown City Lions are up 1-0 in this crucial promotion clash. You could almost see it coming as soon as Grozdanovsky got that chance, and no disrespect to the Bulls' defence, but I think that was always going in. Could have had 3 goalkeepers there. Looked like it was Maeda who will claim the assist, and tactical masterstroke there from Sashtarovsky. Changed up to Silva and Maeda from the right to the left, and you can credit that for the opener. I would anyway. I don't know if Sash will do the same, but Bankstown City, 1-0. 20 minutes gone in this clash. Now the Bulls looking to conjure up an attack of their own, looking to answer back almost straight away. Randazzo, Madden, great one too, as Bosniak getting involved in there as well. McDonald. Good cross in, all the way to the back stick, and a fantastic stop by Jeffrey Issa. It's going to be a goal kick. Even better result for Bankstown. Bosniak got a foot to it. Very nearly had an answer for the Bulls 60 seconds after conceding. Cross here, and I think the coaching staff, Craig Noon and Tim Aiken, pointing out that the clock here at the ground might be pretty well out to what we're seeing here. So Randazzo's shots deflected away and almost fell into the path of Kenez there. So apologies if I've got the timing wrong there, because from what I can see, it's 20 minutes gone, but very well could be different. So apologies for that. Back to the action here. McDonald, Madden. Quarters right there, not letting him do anything and forcing him backwards. That's a win for Bankstown City. Brown. Vojvodic. Madden calling for it, and McDonald, very advanced, couldn't offer the help that Vojvodic needed, and now he's here, and plenty of press. Silva, dancer forward. McDonald's through ball only as far as McKenzie, and it falls perfectly to Chris Payne. Payne across the face. He's looking for Maeda. Probably didn't see Grozdanovsky's run in, and maybe a little bit too late there. Great work to keep it in. Issa's ball, Grozdanovsky's header. He was falling back. He did well to stay on his feet in all fairness, but the header was never really on target. But Bankstown City fire another shot across the bows. And they are looking really, really good in attack. Humming on all fronts. Vojvodic central to that one. Going to look to make up for it, as will Lachlan McDonald. Awaz. And again, trapping him here in this back right corner. Pass across the face from McDonald. He was looking for Brown. It's going to go out for a corner, and an unnecessary mistake there from the Bulls. Can Bankstown capitalise and double the lead? It's James McKenzie having a word to his gaffer there, and Jeffrey Issa is just screaming at him to get in the box. Obviously, as the tallest player in the team, you want the aerial threat there. And again, plenty of bodies on Yarn in the middle. Will this be a direct approach from the corner? Straight into the middle, and it's almost gone in at the back stick. Didn't touch, or might have hit a Bull's head on the way through. Chris Payne's going to pick it up on the other side. And they'll go back-to-back corners here. Just under 12 minutes to go here in the first half, including injury time. And from corner to corner, going to be a Kuda by the looks of it. Maeda, apologies. Man who set up the first goal for Grozdanovsky. Maeda goes long. Payne heads it back into the middle. First time effort. Took a deflection on the way there. As calm as you like it there for Jan. It's a great strike, and as a midfielder who doesn't probably get as many chances as you'd like there for Bankstown. I mean, when a ball pops up like that, your eyes almost just light up and the world stops for a couple seconds as you line that one up. A good effort in the end there, but unfortunately not doing his best to trouble Frank Jan. Dimitri Kostopoulos. Madden was looking for the 1-2 there with Rendazzo. He's coughed it up. Okuda. There's a clearance there by Awaz and almost fell perfectly into the path of Maeda, who's made his way back out here on the left and linking up with the formalised left winger, that is Reek De Silva. Clearance by Brown. 50-50 contest there, and the referee awards it the way of Bankstown City. Much to the displeasure of the Bulls bench, but not much you can do from it there. Did look pretty gruesome from both ways. Could have gone either way. The host will take this one though. Not wasting any time is Chris Payne. Hits McKenzie at the back stick and looked like an elbow in the back of the head. Inadvertently though. Didn't look like to have any intent there, we must specify. But free kick to free kick, and the Bulls with the chance to just reset here as the physio's called on. Did look like a pretty nasty whack, and a couple of players getting their chance to reset and rehash the pre-game tactics with both their coaches. Lachlan McDonald and Madden across those. Having a chat with Craig Noon as Okuda having a word with his gaffer, Sash Turovsky. So we look across the weekend as well. We've got a triple header of NPL men's action. And obviously you can catch all those games here on the same page that you're watching this one. 3 o'clock kickoffs. Don't mean to confuse myself there, but obviously we've got Blacktown City hosting Rockdale Linden at the London Stadium. It'll be interesting to see how Rockdale bounce back after that one. Sydney United taking on St George FC. I'll be on the call for that one. And then the derby, the Academy derby between the Western Sydney Wanderers and Sydney FC at Wanderers Football Park at 3 o'clock. The grass pitch. Hopefully we'll get 24 hours of no more rain and we'll get to see a thrilling derby clash there. But plenty of action across the weekend. Obviously you've got a full slate of NPL women's competition as well. Never enough football here, and we've got midweek action coming up. Australia Cup lurking. Plenty of football as we hit the dog days of winter. It's heating up here in this competition. So it looks like it's going to be all good. It was Danish Awaz. Couldn't see who went down at first, and after receiving treatment he looks to be alright. He does have to take off on the other side though, and will likely return to the fold at the next available action, which is right now. So back to 11v11. Thought we were going to have a 10v11 for a little bit there, and would have really played in the favour of Bankstown City. Excellent work there by Madden to put his body on the line head first, and could have been a higher foot, but he wins it in the end there, and now he's got a chance to spark something. Clearance goes as far as Kenez and deflected away into the path of Payne, who's lurking with Brown. He gets past Grozdanovsky as well. Well done there. Brown, I said it earlier, he's had a fantastic game and hasn't done much to stray me away from that thought. He's been outstanding so far. Gonwakiza looks to have gone into a little bit of a switch of such. He's out now on the left, and it looks like it's Dean Bosniak who's patrolling through the middle. Looks like the only change to report from. We see at the similar change with Bankstown City. Maeda and De Silva switching wings, and worked to beauty because Maeda set up Jonathan Grozdanovsky for the opener. Now the minutes ticking away. Bulls be looking to conjure up something here. Wozniak. McDonald to Knez. It's great work by the Bankstown defence, not letting any turns happen, and front-facing football from the Bulls FC Academy here. Awaz. Knez again. Puppeteer in this midfield. It's a good ball over the top. McDonald's almost first to it. Yarnett's been bumped off but recovers really well. Referee was just about to blow his whistle, but he'll play the advantage, which as a goalkeeper and defender you probably prefer that, to be honest, and just play it out from the back as opposed to giving not only yourself a chance to reset but your opposition a chance to reset as well. You'd prefer to catch them like this a bit off guard, and having to defend in transitions a lot harder than defending once you've caught your breath and regathered your position. Interception here, and good chance with Flynn Madden. Plays it through. Issa's all over it. Shots fake. McDonald first time. Just slipped at the crucial moment and got underneath it and out onto the road. Disappointing ending there for the Bulls in that attack. Nicola Posda again with a beautiful kick straight into the path of Jackson Yarnett. Might have pulled a hammy though. We'll have to get the physio on that one. We'll get you an injury report as soon as we can. Hammy's good? Yeah, the hammy is all good after that kick. Nicola happy to report the hammy is all good after that kick, but we probably won't see another one of those this game, you'd say. Might sub himself off. Grozdanovski's headers through. Put Maeda through on goal. It was a fantastic header from the goal kick. And an even better touch again there from Nicola. He's having a fantastic game on the sideline. Looks like Chris Payne's down. Down for the last couple of seconds, so see something's bugging him there. Lower calf injury by the looks of it. Just to wait to see what's happened here. Calls for 3 minutes on the sideline. So no fourth official today. De Silva comes in a bit more centrally as Okada's pushing up very, very high. There he is, chests it onto Grozdanovski, but Brown is there again, and a chance to break away now, and it's starting through Knez. Madden looking for the turn. He's met by 2 or 3 red and black shirts, and Grozdanovski wins it back. Maeda now gets past a couple. Grozdanovski again. Gromwick Kaiser recovers it. Wasn't necessarily his fault that they gave it away, and he's going to be fouled there, and it's going to be a card here for Jonathan Grozdanovski. Stopping a counter-attack, and the goal scorer has gone in the book within 10 minutes of opening the scoring. Chris Payne just having a chat to his bench here, just letting him know. Calf injury, but seems to be alright. We can't repeat what he said there, not too PG, but looks to be okay for the time being, the Bankstown City Lions top goal scorer. Change of tide here for the Bulls. Wozniak back out to his natural wide position. Tries to play a quick one into Awaz, who's been taken out in the box. No real appeal for a penalty there, but a recover possession with Brown. We've gone with Kaiser. Was central to that, and it at first looked like he might have switched to an out wide position with Wozniak coming through the middle. Both big aerial presence for Craig Newton's side, but seems to have just been a one-off, and he's back through the middle. He's had a pretty successful. They've had a pretty successful start, I was supposed to say, without their 2 top goal scorers this year. Piol and Wells, both 16 goals between them, 8 each. Joel Bertolicio not a part of the squad today as well. He's bagged 7. Well, Flynn Madden with 7 as well, and you can see why. He's been crucial to everything going forward. And Abdullah Faisal He's in last week's squad, not here this week, unfortunately. He's got 6 as well. Bosniak's got a couple, and 2 on the bench, Sajovski and Krislovic, with 2 to their names as well. So expect to see one of, if not 2 of them, featured in today's clash, if the score was to say that way. Jackson Jarnett. Not listening to the advice of Sajovski, who just wanted to launch it forward. Gets it done in the end anyway. Maeda's long headed forward. Cleaned up again by Brown. Back into the path of Grozdanovski, but Payne is in an offside position and couldn't do anything about that. Issa recovers and Grozdanovski looks for the turn. Plays it back, it's Okada. De Silva. Kostopoulos. Back to Okuda, and that's a fantastic tackle there from Adrian Canez. The skipper putting a halt to the attack for the time being, but Bankstown City might work in their favour, get a few more numbers forward and chance to reset. Throw only as far as McDonald, and Madden looks to win it back, and it's going to be a goal kick. Plenty of appeals for a corner there. Referee didn't budge. What could be the final play of the half here, or the final chance to get forward for the Bulls. Brown has Bosniak pulling forward from his advanced position. It's Canez. Finds Bosniak. Awaz. Gomwakiza. He's lurking. He's made a good run over the top. A fantastic stop again there. Might have been... Was it James McKenzie? Was the other centre half there, Jordovic? Yes, it was Jordovic. Can't give all the credit to James McKenzie, as good as he's been today. Jordovic putting a stop there, and Gomwakiza threw for all money there, really. McDonald gets it in the middle. It's a fantastic shot, and it's going to be a goal kick. Got in front of McKenzie and was appealing for a corner, but the way he turned his body, it was all him. Gildas Gomwakiza made his presence felt, and that's probably his real first strike towards the target. That was pretty convincing miss in the end, unfortunately, for the visitors. Jackson Jarnett taking his time with this one. Didn't get underneath it. Could work out well. Dan's trying to flick it on, but again, Payne is a little bit flat-footed. You wonder if that injury from a couple moments ago might be catching up to him. Quick little ball in. Bosniak tries to flick it off to Madden. Appeals for a penalty. Referee's going to wave it off for the time being, and Bankstown City the other way. Payne to De Silva. He's only got 1 to beat. De Silva to Maeda. Maeda's touch is a little bit heavy. Grozdanovski looking to follow up on it. But Frank Yarns there. And what could have been a double before the half. Bulls bailed out. It's funny how football works sometimes. Great run forward now for the Bulls. He's got options in the middle if he wants it. Falls to Madden almost. Cleaned up in the end there by the City defence, and back and forth, topsy-turvy last couple of minutes to end this half. Randazzo. McDonald. Canez. Great bit of football here, and Madden's touch is a little bit too heavy. And the deflected pass away. Grozdanovski first time. De Silva's got plenty of space. He's just going to have to keep this one in. But the slippery surface, the ball just skips away. And that's going to be the final play of the first half. The Bankstown City Lions lead the Bulls FC Academy 1-0. Thanks to Jonathan Grozdanovski. His strike separates the two sides. And we'll be back here in 15 minutes. The second half of action.
too. Like, at the nightclub, and I was like in bathroom, and I was walking. I was thinking it's Daniel from Bulls. You know Daniel?
Oh, no.
And then I was like, oh no, it's actually Micro Kilo.
They look similar, right? Same
Dude,
breed.
bro, he's like little short.
Yeah.
But when I was watching him, he's like kind of a bit quick.
Yeah.
He is so weird. Like, I thought it would be nice though. Alright. You want me to turn it on now? Okay.
Welcome back to Jensen Park for the second half. The match of the round action here, round 21. The host Bankstown City Lions leading the Bulls FC Academy 1-0. It's Jonathan Grozdanovsky's strike that separates the sides. As both managers head back towards the dugouts. Craig Noon and Sash Turovsky. 45 minutes with action upcoming here. Looks like just one change to report from for both sides, that is. The halftime substitutions. Looks like Chris Payne, that little niggle he had in his lower calf, has succumbed to that. And the substitution has been made. So Reed De Silva looks like the man who's going to replace him alongside Grozdanovsky as the front two. Maeda remains out on the right, which is where De Silva was occupying for the majority of the first half. Bulls to program for the time being anyway. Plenty of players still to come back in the overall spectrum of their season, but today so thankfully for us, looks like might be a jersey change for Andrei Pulisic, who's the man who's replaced Chris Payne. Look like 39 on the lineup, could be 29 from out here. Bit hard to tell, but anyway. Started the action here in the second half. So Pulisic might be inverting his way through to the middle with De Silva pushing out to his natural left side. Chance here for the Bulls to break away. Madden, audacious pass at that. He's trying to find Bosniak on the left, who, similar to De Silva, has made a tendency going in. I don't know if that's a specific tactic from Craig Noon and his assistant Tim Aiken, but he's been coming in a lot. And it's gone with Kezwa, the named number 9 for today, who's been switching out to the left. Both big aerial presence for such young players. But now a chance to conjure something up here. It's Kenez, again, puppeteer in the midfield as he did for large parts of that first half. Brown. Awaz. Bit of a sloppy pass picked up by Maeda. He went for the long range effort but couldn't get underneath it. And a bit of a common theme on these synthetic turfs when there's been a bit of rain happening throughout the day. A bit of rain coming in late here at kickoff. Seen Yarn off his line. Try to get underneath it. Would have been some finish if he got to it, but unable to get underneath it there. Maeda had a great first half. Set up the goal for Grozdanovsky after changing wings with Reed De Silva. There's Pulisic with his first real involvement defensively, that is, and sends that one out for a throw-in. Kenez now. Will Mackay out there for the Bulls now as well. Didn't have much of a say in the first half, Will. Left all his work to Dean Bosniak. He had a great first half. Pretty unlucky to not find the back of the net. As was his striking partner and Flynn Madden across those. And Vodic had a strike at it as well. Plenty of chances for the Bulls in this League One match of the round. Here he is again, Bosniak. Had to switch for McDonald if he wanted it, but played it safely to his captain in Knez, and Brown will reset it out to Vodic. Bit of an overload on the left here, with Mackay pushing up. Definitely a half-time adjustment there for Will Mackay. Early ball to Bosniak, through the legs there of Djordjevic. Ball's back out now. McDonald on the right. Chips it over the top. Can he get the flick back over here? Back stick. Bosniak is calling for it. It goes there. Bosniak first time. Scrapes across the forehead. Did get something on it, but never really enough to trouble anyone there in the Bankstown back line, including the keeper, Janet Jackson. The rain just coming in a little bit more here. Chilly conditions here. And definitely had its effect on the play so far. See the wind just holding that ball up. Headed back and forth. Ends up well for the Bulls here. Randazzo finds McDonald. Great little 1-2. Randazzo's been taken out and the referee sees that. It was Okuda just a little bit late on that challenge. Quick one to Knez. Brown. Bosniak. That's a Madden. Pretty quiet in front of goals, considering their record in the last 6 games. 22 goals scored in the last 7. Ball into the back stick, cleaned up pretty comfortably in the end there by Janet. The Bulls' best goal-scoring team in the league this season, 53 goals scored, average of 2.7 per game. So when I got the assignment on this one, I knew I was going to get plenty of goals. Obviously the conditions not favouring a goal frenzy, if you will. And MacArthur being held scoreless here first 50 minutes. Probably a bit unusual for the side considering the rate they've been going. Obviously they had that massive 7-1 win over the Mount Druitt Town Rangers. Mason Wells bagged a hat-trick in that game. And obviously he's scored in their last 3. He's been in some form. Bagged a goal in 6 of the last 7 games for the Bulls. Djordjevic goes down and wins the foul for Bankstown City. Bulls have had 16 different goal scorers across their 53 goals this season. The best for and against in both categories. Best goal difference in the competition. And in terms of goals scored, really in a category of their own. Only 2 other teams, Harkoa and UNSW, who've notched 40 this year. Mount Druitt Town Rangers 4th in that department with 39, and 53. They're just 13 clear of anyone else. It's really something special brewing in Sydney Southwest. Counter attack there from Lachlan McDonald. Touch too heavy, goes out for a throw. Obviously with Chris Payne coming off, he'd had 5 goals in the last 4. He's bagged a double in there and was just chipping away with a goal every other game, it seemed. Obviously announcing his retirement at the season's end. A big loss for the Bankstown City Lions. Mackay, quick one to Awaz. Bosniak. Randazzo picked out McDonald, but the touch is a little bit too heavy. Might have been audacious to think about McDonald using all his pace to get to that one. Don't think he could have done much there, and Jackson Yarnett will happily collect this one for a goal kick. With only one goal in the first 50 minutes, you kind of expect that. Obviously, Bankstown City are the third best defensive record in the League One this year, just 25 goals conceded, and it's not too far off the league leaders, their opponents, Bulls FC Academy, with 22 goals conceded now. Only 3 separating them in that department. Both sides solid defensively and explosive in attack, which is what they're showing here. Flynn Madden takes them all on, plays it out wide now. It's Rendazzo. Got options in the middle, but goes to the edge of the box. Played out wide to Bosniak. Mackay. Awaz. He's got time to look up and assess his options. Goes back to Mackay. Thought about the cross on his left. Went on the right. It's the back stick. McDonald well over his head. And Bulls lurking. The cowbells would be ringing if this was Campbelltown Stadium right now. They'll be out for revenge. The Bulls, as looks like it's Kostopoulos down. He's going to need treatment of the physio, and that gives us a chance to look back at the last time these two sides played earlier in the season, in round 6. It was a 4-1 win in favour of the Bankstown City Lions at the Sydney United Sports Centre. Garang bagging a hat-trick that day, and Nikola Jordovic also getting on the scorer sheet in that 4-1 win. See, they've scored 11 goals in their last 5 games, been in a nice little run of form. Look at their last 5 games. Obviously, we mentioned at the top of the call the 3-3 draw, which came as a bit of a surprise at UNSW. Took down Southern Districts 1-0, had a tough 3-2 loss to the Mount Druitt Town Rangers, but then back-to-back wins going as far back as a 3-1 win against the Inter Lions and a 2-0 win over the MacArthur Rams. So it's going to be unlikely that Kostopoulos is going to continue here as Devante Klut taken the bib off. Klut might be halted for now. A bit of a chat between the physio and Kostopoulos and Sashtarovsky. And Devante Klut, that's got to be such a tough feeling, doesn't it? Warmed up, take the bib off, and says, no, I'm all good. I'll continue. Could only imagine what he's going through right now, Devante Klut. But you'd only say it'd be a matter of minutes before he's on after this. 34 minutes to go. Just know the experience that he has and the flair and attack that he has. He showed it last season with Sydney United, and he's definitely doing his bit with Bankstown City this year. Kostopoulos right back into the action. And a nasty head collision there. Don't think anyone was really at fault. Both players going for the ball. Adrian Canez colliding. That was a really tough one there. He collided with Dance. Bulls will recover it now. It's good to see both players up and kicking. Early ball to Bosniak, and a bit of miscommunication there between him and Mackay will give Bankstown City a throw-in. And they look to go quick. Maeda was very keen to get that one up and going, but I think all 10 other players on the field in unison telling him to stop. Walks back to his position with his head down. Get a feel for him after that. Instead of Grozdanovsky. Brown almost shouldered it away, and it's going to work out well. It falls into the path of Canez. And push in the back. Gives the Bulls a free kick. Not wasting any time, Brown. Straight back to Canez. Rendazzo out wide to McDonald. Rendazzo again. Mackay. Options if he can get past him here. As Rendazzo plays it quick, and he's lost possession, and that's the risk he takes. Very rare that you see something like that happen. But a ball over the top. Brit De Silva could be onto this, but Frank Yarn says, not today, mate. They're bailed out there by their number 1, the Bulls FC Academy. Frank Yarn, and what a great lineage of keepers in their short existence, the Bulls FC Academy, dating back to the Northbridge days. 3 seasons ago. Bosniak doesn't look for the pass and goes for his own, and Madden was calling for it. Bosniak willingly played it through, but he played it through the wrong channel, and it's straight through there to Jackson Yarnett. Tim Aiken looking at his watch and sends a couple of the players out to warm up. Just under half an hour to go. It's Devante Klut set to be inserted into this game after a false start moments ago. Might be Kostopoulos making way. Good stop there and falls the way of Awaz. Turns Grozdanovsky. Brown now. Bosniak. Very heavy involvement today. The young winger beats Maeda. Gets past Kostopoulos. Randazzo. Little razzle-dazzle. Great little play here. Madden back through. Bosniak. Try to chip it over. And Flynn Madden hits the side netting. Looked like it went in from this angle. The net was bulging. The ball looked like it was in the back of the net. But the angle was just a little bit too tough for Flynn Madden. And it's going to be a second substitution of the game. Is it? No, sorry. Wrong whistle there. Apologies. Got a bit too excited. Seeing Devante Klut ready on the sideline, I called the sub. That'll teach me. Long ball from Yarnett. Almost went to Grozdanovsky, but Knez headers it. Jordovic back to his keeper. Straight into the path there. And they've gotten away with that one there. Very, very close call. Got to give credit where credit's due to the off-ball work there from the Bulls. FC Academy, it was Gomwikizwa. That would have hurt, especially in those cold conditions. Looked like he hit him right in the stomach, but almost back on target. And another chance goes by the wayside for the Bulls. Will they be made to pay for it here? It was almost through from Maeda. Grozdanovsky does well to work back and put a bit of pressure on the pass. Unsuccessful though as Bosniak one-on-one with Issa. And the senior getting the better of his junior there. Worked out well for the Bulls in the end though. Knez. Shifting it across now to McDonald. McDonald through. Could have been a chance. This first time effort there from Gomwakiza. Not to be. There's probably 3 or 4 in a row of the last chances that have just gone directly to the Bulls. And when you go against a side as clinical as Bankstown City with the experienced members of the squad that they have, chances like that, you don't want to be regretting those at the end of the game. Long ball from McKenzie. Intercepted by Brown, and Awaz does very well to play it along. Bosniak calls for a foul there on Kostopoulos. Referee doesn't budge. Awaz again now. Coughs it up. Kuda. Grozdanovsky over the top. De Silva mistimed his run, and the Bulls are going to get this one back. I'm sure you could hear, as soon as they had that corner, or the throw there in the corner, there was just a scream from every single Bankstown player for them to get forward. They had plenty of success in the first half, trapping the Bulls in that right corner. Will they live to regret it? Randazzo, they've got numbers. Bosniak had a great channel through the middle. Wasn't seen. Awaz. Madden gets it onto his right. Tries to find Bosniak at the front stick, or the back stick. Deflected across a few heads there. Referee says final touch was from Flynn Madden. And it's going to be a goal kick for the Bankstown City Lions. Devante Klut finally getting his chance to come in to the game. This is going to be the goal scorer. Jonathan Grozdanovsky making way. He's put in an absolute shift. for Bankstown. Devante Clout, he's so keen to get out there. Another false start. Had the false sub about 5 minutes ago. I called the false sub. He wanted to get on. He's keen to get out there, Devante. And the Bulls going to be making a change of their own. Look at Bakora coming on very clearly. I'm sure you've all heard that. Devante Clout, his first touch of the game. It's a header and it goes a bit wayward. And Bulls come up. Bulls come up for half a second. I think it's going to be a double Luca substitution here. Pecora and Stajowski coming on. Tim Aiken, cheeky smile there as he tells his Lucas. Awaz wins it back in a great position now. Bosniak on the right foot, has a dig, and it's a great effort! The Bulls, just like that, have levelled this game. It's Dean Bosniak with a sensational finish. It's something they'd been lacking all game. They just hadn't really been having their chances when given the opportunity from outside the box. And with 2 substitutions lined up now, I think the Bulls' confidence would have just gone through the roof there. Dean Bosniak scores, and it's 1-1 here at Jensen Park. It's been a great last 10 minutes there for the Bulls, and they just... It's not that they were scared, they were just hesitant to pull the trigger, playing great team football, trying to break through the line and play some early crosses in. Reet De Silva wins that one away from Brown. He's smudged off the ball. The bench is off for Bankstown City. Referee doesn't budge though. Good call there in the end. Tackle in from behind. Awaz loses it as a result. It was Kostopoulos there. Klout's ball picked out by Kenez. Madden. Here's the goal scorer, Dean Bosniak. They'll be lining up the double substitution, the Bulls here. It's going to be Hassan Kambarovic and Luka Stajowski coming on. Ping pong there from both sides. Couldn't tell who had possession there. Every second it was changing. Back with the Bulls now. Not for long. Klout finds Maeda out wide. Maeda try to get past Will Mackay. Very, very good challenge there on his experienced right winger, Will Mackay. And a little shoulder budge for his troubles there. On the way back, Maeda. And Bosniak wins the foul. And double substitution here for the Bulls. Adrian Kenez and Danish Awaz. 2 of the midfielders coming out, like for like replacements here. As Flynn Madden takes the armband. Kambarovic and Stajowski making way, and Kenez, bit ginger coming off. He's had plenty to do in the middle there. Good shift in the end there. Craig Noon and Tim Aiken, rightfully reasserting what we said here. Just a great shift from both players there. So looks like Kambarovic is going to move to the left. Bosniak coming through the middle. And Gomwakizwa will occupy that number 9 slot as he has for most of the game, although he has had a tendency to drift out wide. Or Kambarovic also capable of playing the 10 role, whilst Lukas Stajowski will be flying up and down that right flank. Here he's first touch of the ball and he's given it away, but Randazzo's covered him. Not old enough to go out and buy him a beer. Maybe Macca's on the way home, possibly, as a thank you. Brown's header back to Jan, and the Bulls get away with one there. So Stajowski's already bagged 2 goals this year. So going to make his impact felt. McDonald's going to have to get through plenty of work to get to that, and probably about 10 metres too late starting that run. Ball over the top was a little bit heavy. I think you can criticise the Bulls for one thing today. I think those balls over the top have been a little bit wayward, but other than that, can't fault the performance. They've done really well to come back here, and first real dig at it from distance from Dean Bosniak ends up in a goal. So as things stand right now, Bankstown would move to 37 and Bulls FC Academy would move to 44, which would mean they're out of striking distance of the Mount Druitt Town Rangers for the time being, obviously with the game in hand. It's Bankstown City lining up another substitution as well. It's going to be, get back to you on the official substitution once it comes up, but Stajovski here for the Bulls for the meantime, fires it in. Kamberovic almost got to it, but this is there to clean up the scraps, and Flynn Madden recovers now, and the Bulls are right back at it. Can they pounce and take the lead here? Bosniak's taken down. Another free kick the way of the Bulls, as third substitution being made here for Bankstown City. It's going to be Jacob Hewitt coming on, and looks like Kostopoulos, who went down earlier 10-15 minutes ago. Dimitri Kostopoulos. Great shift there, but again, like Adrian Kinez when he came off, very ginger. There's going to be some sore bodies tomorrow, I can tell you that for sure. Madden plays it short. Rendazzo deflected, but eventually finds McDonald. Cross at the back stick. Kamberovic in the middle. Great save. And Bankstown City got away with it for the time being, but the Bulls attack looking ruthless, as they have all season. Randazzo thought about it. Played Bosniak. Tried to flick it onto himself. Cleaned up by Jordovic. Taken down again. It's going to be another free kick the way of the Bulls. So it looks like Hewitt is going to be holding that 6 role that Kostopoulos was occupying. I'll dance next to him. Immediate impact there from Dance. In the back, doesn't call it, and football works out the way of the Bulls here. Randazzo early. Bosniak, he's already had one here. Great little 1-2. Can he get onto it? Flicked on, take it out. Referee says it's a fair challenge. And it's a head clash by the looks of it there. I think that's Jordovic and Bosniak. Sorry, Jeffrey Issa. Jordovic standing on top of his number 7 there, just making sure everything's okay. The sun sets here, like it was hardly out anyway, but it does set. The floodlights come on at Jensen Park. So, yeah, good to see Issa and Bosniak both on their way. And Issa telling his team a bit of words of encouragement in the final 18 minutes here. Headed on by Polisic. Hasn't had much ball since coming on, and he's been on for a decent bit. Just been favouring this right side with Maeda, and it can take a genius to figure that one out. He's had such a big impact on this game as that ball comes firing into the grandstand here. Now Issa with the throw. 2 options, but he's shown what he can do from the long distance throw earlier in the game. He's got Polisic in the middle. That's his target. He had it back in the middle if he can get to it, but Jan's first to it. Catching practice there from the keeper, really. Dean Bosniak, a little bit ginger, that one, and Gomwakizu pushed in the back there by James McKenzie, but the referee says no malice intent. Play on and ball the way of Bankstown City. As the great Kobe Bryant would say, ball don't lie. Kai's throw. It's intercepted by Klut, and Issa's onto it. Polisic, Klut had the run of Maeda, but just tends to play it safe. Might have played it a little bit too safe as Stajovski's onto that pass there. McKenzie's first to it, but his touch was a little bit too heavy, and he's been deemed to foul Akuda in the corner there. And it's going to be another substitution here for the Bulls FC Academy. And you heard the call there from Tim Aiken. Gildas is off. And the second substitution in a row with the 16 for those keeping track at home. It's going to be Michael Krislovic. Sorry. Michael Krislovic. Who just trying to figure out will be the number 9. Direct swap there. Bosniak floating as almost a false 9 support forward. Got Lucas Dejowski on the right and Hasan Kambarovic on the left. Midfield combination of Flynn Madden and Randazzo. It's Brown and Vojvodic, the centre-backs. McDonald and Will Mackay, the full-backs. The formation lovers out there. Kambarovic missed his touch, but he's able to recover. Got Issa to beat, gets it onto his right. He's trying to cross it, flicks it back, and it's straight into the path of Issa. But his clearance is only as far as Randazzo. A very physical battle there with Reet De Silva. He's had a fantastic shift. He can't get the better of his junior there. Cleaned up by the substitute Hewitt, and Klutzman picked up from behind there by Flynn Madden. Calls for a yellow and calls for a quick free kick, which are both shrugged off by the experienced Devante Klut. So with a quick return to sender there for Jordovic. First time clearance from Jackson Yarnett. And he's had a couple of those in this second half, and the win factor's playing a part definitely because that ball is holding up massively. Going east to west. It's worked out in the favour of the Bulls. McDonald's cross in the middle. Kambarovic gets to it, but it's off the back of Issa, and the follow-up shot's just not there. Well clear in the end, and our first appearance of the second half there from Nicola with a fantastic clearance. It's good to see the hammies recovered from the first half attempt. Minutes remaining here, plus stoppages. Yarnett's goal kick was only as far as Bosniak, who was in a bit of a Bankstown City sandwich, if you will, there, and lost possession. Brown heads it away, and now Madden, Pulisic chasing intently, and he's done really well to get to that one. Covered plenty of ground, and not like he felt responsible for that one, but he's done well to recover and halt the Bulls' attack for the time being. Brown quickly away to Vojvodic. Randazzo looking for the early switch to McDonald. And heads will rise after that one, especially from McDonald. He's had to get through plenty of work on the right. He's had a fantastic game, as he has had season in general. Early clearance deflected away there from the Bulls. Going to be a throw the way of Bankstown, taken very quickly. And it never went in, is the call. Just a bit more time taken away on the clock there. Be pretty devastating for both sides if a late equalizer, late winner was to go in here. You feel both sides have been very strong the first half. Probably favoured the hosts more, but in this second half it's been a very strong comeback showing from the Bulls. Showing plenty of no fear in attack, really. Going right at the experienced outfit that is the Bankstown City Lions. Brown went at Maeda there. It looked like a nasty challenge. He did get the ball in the end there. Obviously cleaned up Maeda. But the referees played it on. He's let plenty of the play go so far today. Letting the game flow. McDonald tried the skillful outside the foot pass. Regathered there by Jordovic, and now the other way with Issa. And Jeffrey Issa looked to counter-attack it, but they've had to take it out because Maeda, most of us missed it, including me in all fairness. Maeda's still down from that challenge, clinching the knee. And the players now get their chance to stake their case to the referee as to why that would have been a foul. Maeda looks to be in pretty serious pain. You hope that's nothing too serious. Hopefully just the initial impact of the boot on the knee, and he is up. That's a great sign. Bit of magic water never hurt anybody. And possibly, if I've done my math right, Bankstown City won't be able to make another substitution. They've made them all. I haven't made them all. They've made all their stoppages. And good bit of sportsmanship. They always like to see it there. And Kamborovic kicked out and throws it right back into the path of the Bankstown City Lions. And they're looking to resume what they started. Klutz fouled just a couple of metres away from the halfway line, and no time wasted there. Long ball over the top, looking for Polyasic. But this skippy surface just hasn't played in favour of those long balls all game, really. Kamborovic sporting the tissue coming out of the nose. Copped a little bit of a knock shortly after coming on. Great ball there from Randazzo. Try to find Bosniak, and he's been fouled. And James McKenzie's going to go into the book for this one. Second yellow card of the game for the Bankstown City Lions. Maeda might need a little bit more attention, and the final substitution of the game for the Bankstown City Lions going to be made momentarily here. It looked good at first, but nothing hits you like the game impact. And Daniel Baker-Danakoski. So a lot of changing bits here. Baker-Danakoski will go in at centre half. Jordovic will go to left back. And Okuda looks to be playing a bit more centrally. Reet De Silva's gone back out wide. Kai's ball in the middle. It's a good one. Look to find Stajovski at the back stick. Cleared away. But the Bulls regather it, and they've been very good at that. They've had plenty of set pieces, free kicks, throw-ins, corners, you name it, where it hasn't gone their way, and they've just been able to recover. They've been strategically holding 2 or 3 in the middle there, whilst Bankstown almost throw everyone back, trying to preserve a point or 3. McDonald lost out there by the new left back, Jordovic. Quick little 1-2, has gone to ground. Great save in the end there, though. It's Krislovic. Played the 1-2 with Bosniak. Great combination already, and just that natural spark that they have. Great work there by Bosniak. Kicked away, and looks like a formal warning here for Kamborovic. Or he's got a wristband on that has to be taken off. Thought he was going to get told off for saying something, but wearing a bit of tape. That's not on. Bit of blood on the sleeve after the flare up in the nostril. Back to the action. Bulls looking for that 1-2 play. There was Stajovski and Bosniak involved. throw from McDonald. Bosniak, plenty of attention in the back there. Playing on for the time being. Ball across to Brown. Cuts in through the middle, and now he's got space to go. Tries to play it through to Krislovic. A little bit of a fumble there. Cleaned up in the end. Jackson Yarnett. A good game so far. That strike was something brilliant from Bosniak. The only time he's been beaten. Madden waited a little bit too long for that one. Got on the end of that one from Polisic, but wins it back for his team. Flynn Madden could be through here. Just lost the ball. Gets it back onto the right. He's favoured right. Plays it to Randazzo, who's looking to find McDonald. Turned the body well, did really well to pass, but I think McDonald's just, that long shift kind of catching up to him here. 85 minutes of non-stop work. They've had plenty of action down that right side, and he's been central to it all. Lachlan McDonald. Madden assesses his options. Went for a strike possibly and completely mishit it. Maybe Krislovic was playing the decoy dummy run through. Maybe he thought he was playing him through and went for the shot instead. Either way, it's going to be a goal kick the way the Bankstown City Lions. Long goal kick from Yarnett. Found Polisic, the man he was probably after. And now Bakadanakoski's got some work to do. And he's an equal under pressure. Daniel Bakadanakoski. 3 Bulls chasing after him there. Maybe they seen the red and natural instincts kicked in from the Bulls. Devante Kloot. Great little stick out of a foot there from Flynn Madden, but the ball's only as far as Bakadanakoski again. Making an immediate impact off the bench. Bosniak, pass 1, pass 2, but it's deemed to be a foul from the earlier strike there on Flynn Madden. And with 5 minutes to go, the Bulls with a really good chance here. Vojvodic. Not afraid to take it forward if he wants, and Sajovski try to pick out Krislovic. A little bit too tricky there from McDonald. He can't get past McKenzie. And now a chance the other way for Bankstown City. Kuda looks across, evaluates his options. Says Kloot's the smartest one of them all. The Silver's touch just slipped underneath him, and tricky little pass there from Yarn to reignite something here for the Bulls. Madden to Brown. Risky ball there from Madden. He's chested it down, and McDonald working really hard to keep that one in, and that might just be the final go at it from Lachlan McDonald. Probably won't be attacking down that right side much more. He's going to be very sore tomorrow. Kloot almost lost it, hit the referee. Going to be play on. Out wide now to Polisic. Looked for the silver in the middle, but it's a deflected one. Will Mackay was there. In a very defensive position. It's Kambarovic almost switching roles with Will Mackay there. And staying that way. Mackay is drifting up and finally go back to their natural positions. As Vojvodic sends it forward, looking for Krislovic. Might have a little sneaky shove there of Bakadanakoski. Referee didn't see it. 2 men on him. It's one back there by Kambarovic. Trying to play it through the middle there, but it's gone off Issa. But a corner, crucially for the Bulls. What could be the last of the game. Possibly something out of the training ground here. Just about everyone forward. And that midfield 3 that's usually out the back. Everyone's in. The aerial presence, you got to think, going the way of Bankstown City early. Should stay that way here. Madden's ball at the front stick, headed away very easily. Disappointing from that corner, but they can get something here if they wanted. Madden's ball intercepted, and now a few numbers forward for Bankstown City. Clute is a bit misfooted and absolutely cleared. No worries about that one from Kambarovic. Almost went into the path of Bosniak, but it's going to be a goal kick for Bankstown City Lions. 2 minutes to go. Just feel like this could be heading towards a 1-1 draw, which would be a pretty fair result for both sides. They'd both be pretty happy with that. Tale of two halves here at Jensen Park. Still unknown on the added time as of yet. We'll find out and we'll let you know as soon as we do. Bankstown City, they don't want to use it. They want to get it done now. Issa. Dance. Clute. Quick one through to Hewitt. Clute again looking for Okada. Kuda, sorry. Jan is first to it. It's under 60 seconds to go now. This is really crunch time. This could be the final throw of the dice for the Bulls. You'd expect a decent amount of injury time. They had a couple of long stoppages there, a couple of injuries, mainly from the Bankstown City side. A couple of minutes at minimum, you'd say. Madden. Early one, Mackay was flat-footed, and Bankstown City. Chance to break now. Issa's long throw. Mackay does well. After giving it away, wins it back. Stajowski first time to McDonald. Numbers forward. Chris Levick looking to get onto that one. I think Mackenzie would have had him covered, but it was audacious. 4 minutes of injury time. After this 20 seconds is up. Plenty of time for both sides to steal this one. What implications this would have if either side was to steal a win. One final throw at the dice for the Bulls here. Madden has it first time. Flynn Madden! And the Bulls have surely won it from here. In the final moment of regular time, Flynn Madden makes it 2-1 for the Bulls. And is that the goal that separates them from the rest in the race for promotion? One mistake pounced on. And the Bulls, with 4 minutes of injury time to play, will have to survive to secure the 3 points here. What a strike from Flynn Madden. Wearing the skipper's armband for the substituted Adrian Canez. And leading by example with that one. Out of absolutely nothing. You'd think that the momentum was going all the way to the Bankstown City Lions in the final 5 minutes. They were throwing numbers forward. The Bulls just looked desperate, throwing long balls and nothing really coming from it. And Flynn Madden wins it back there, and a sensational strike. Something that could steal all 3 points for the visitors. The final sub of the game, it's Michael Machevsky. Machevsky is going to float around, be an additional man in that midfield defensive role. Issa's throw. Finds Clute. Kuda's looking dangerous with his darting runs down the left. Lachlan McDonald's had his hands full in the second half. His clearance is only as far as Dance, and Clute looking to recover something here. Foul for Bankstown City. Taken very quickly. Referee has no problems with it. Okuda's ball stopped by McDonald. Surely this game can't throw another twist at us. The Bulls are minutes away from a monumental victory. A win that possibly could return them to the top flight of football here in the new NPL New South Wales men's competition. Kambarovic picks the pockets of Issa. Chris Levick tried to get there first, but Baka Danakoski's there. Gets a foot to it, and it's going to be a throw the way of Bankstown City. Issa with the short throw. Silva to Hewitt. Jordovic. Akuda's still got plenty of pace to burn. Audacious cross at the back stick. Will Mackay look to have headed it away, so it's going to go back the way of Bankstown City. It's not over yet. So Dean Bosniak goes down. He looks to the bench to say, get me off, and they've got none left, unfortunately. He's just going to have to survive through it. Ball cleared away by Flynn Madden. You like to see it. I don't like seeing teams just hold the ball in the corner. Flynn Madden just getting rid of it. Trying to chew as much clock as possible. Rita Silva inadvertently took out Will Mackay. And the linesman's actually ruled for offside there. Not for the inadvertent take. I genuinely do think that was an accident. Just ran into him. Didn't look to have any eye for him. Complete accident there, but works out the way of the Bulls. Franklin Yarn to take this one. Seconds ticking away. Crucial ones that could be for the MacArthur Bulls FC Academy. Thrown up, but the big aerial presence that is back at Danakoski's first to it. Cleared away again by Flynn Madden. The man that might have just won it for the Bulls. Throw taken very quickly. Rita Silva's in a deep position trying to win the ball back for his team, but he's coughed it up to Madden. Madden trying to play it out wide to Sejovski, but Jordovic is going to beat him to it and send it out, but it's a throw crucially for the Bulls. Stuck in the corner now. McDonald to Sejovski, back to McDonald. McDonald's holding it down, a bit of a jostle for it. And they've coughed up possession. Almost a foul, but the referee's going to play advantage. Kuda to Klut. Looking for options, but he's just outnumbered by a wall of Bulls midfielders everywhere. It was Madden key to that, as was McDonald, who's still going forward now, Lachlan McDonald. How much more running does he have in him? Long clearance. Only as far as Vojvodic. Bosniak trying to get on the end of it. Cleared away and Kambarovic can't get to it. Referee looks at his watch. Got to be seconds away from the final whistle here. Back at Danakoski to James McKenzie. The calls are kick it forward and McKenzie just playing it safe. Jordovic launching that one back into the centre. Over the head of De Silva. Brown's head is only as far as Polisic, but his through ball is cleared up there by Kambarovic. Possession coughed up again. The Bulls have got it and it's got to be it. McDonald throwing the dice one more time. Try to find Sejovski on the right. The Bulls bench claiming 7 minutes of added time. Has been added from the initial 4. Has been a pretty lengthy injury time. And that's it. The Bulls FC Academy are victorious. 2-1 here at Jensen Park. And what a thrilling game that was. The first half dictated by the Bankstown City Lions. In the second half, the Bulls FC Academy came alive. And they came to play with 2 goals in that second half. The scoring started with Grozdanovsky in the first half. It was 2 exceptional strikes, first from Dean Bosniak. And then the 90th minute winner from Flynn Madden, both exceptional strikes. And the Bulls move 1 step closer, 1 foot in the door of promotion on an instant return to the NPL New South Wales men's competition. Thank you for joining us here on the Football New South Wales YouTube page. I've been Dominic Cronidi. Stay tuned. Later tonight, we've got plenty of action across today and tomorrow afternoon. Plenty of football, but thanks again. I hope you enjoy your night.